All right, mic check 1 2. I'm just gonna start. It's just me as we speak right now, but let's just go. All right, going live in 3 2 1. Let's go. Today is day 85. I might have said day 84. I don't know why. Let me make sure. What is day today? 84. Today's day 85. What did I say in the description? Day 85. Okay. I'm on point. All right. Let's see what today has to offer. Kind of missed on a very nice trade yesterday, and I was actually thinking about it. And I was like, maybe I should have taken. The risk was 450. Could you not? Like that was the offer, and I just thought it was too expensive, so I let it go. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have taken it, but then I'm like, what if I lost? Then I should have been okay. What is this? I don't think I need that. I think there are just some illustrations. Oh, I done somewhere here. I might have a no, I'm gonna let it go, and then let's just forget about this. So we are, I don't know, seems like we might be climbing back up here, I thought. But I see that, Iran is all talking, no action. They've taken too long to negotiate a deal. Now they'll have to pay the price. That means oil might start going up. So and then we start seeing these guys go up too, which makes you wonder. The stock market is doing good when there's war. Now that there's a deal, it wants to. When a deal is struck, this thing will start going down. What is going on? Anyway, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? All right, let's do that top-down analysis. Kind of just the same thing I do every day. I like this right here. This is a fair value gap. Some of these things I just have to repeat, but I do like because I remember before I used to have like a group of high time frame levels and then just use it over and over, but now I feel like just doing them afresh every day, so I can just point out what I like, use what I think is important for the day. Previous day high, a previous day low right here, and then we're gonna take the low to the high, and we're going to denote the half point. And I think we got it perfectly, maybe a little off. And if we go to lower time frames, it'll probably be still off a little bit, but that's a good representation right there. Looks okay to me. Previous day EQ, and I think that's all we need. Let's look at these points. Now we are inside yesterday's range, so we know we are either going to be going for the high or this low. So this is pretty much what do I say? You could do whatever. Now look at that wick, which today I'm going to mark, because it seems like I bet I'm sure we'll get something at that level. What can we get? Nothing. I don't want to have too many levels. I don't want to have too many levels. Previous day low. Okay, my guy. Ridiculous. What am I doing? No, this is the previous day week EQ. We could mark that one too, because why not? Since we're here, we could get those quick scalps. You want to go there, so it's the same. What's this? All right, I think we're good. I want to go see if there's any 4-hour fair value caps I feel they use so well as targets. So we do have the CPI news momentum. So maybe see if one side is chosen, if it can keep, going up. All right, the weekly, am I missing anything? Previous week low. Oh man, this is a lot of previous week low. We're at half of the week. This is too much. Is it needed? Previous day high is right about there. So and that previous day, that daily fair value gap right there too. So we're good. In terms of the monthly, Gucci daily, we've done what needs to be done. If we start coming down, we are coming from that daily imbalance. We touched it. Volume imbalance on the daily. So if we start going down, that is an area to go back and refer to. If it wants to keep going down, then that's another area. Actually, we do have an imbalance right there. I'm not gonna worry about that today. Do some other 1,000 point. No. All right, let's go to the 4 hours, see what we have there. It's a huge 4-hour gap. I'm sure we're gonna refine it somehow. I think I'm gonna favor the inverted one here, because it's a last place when we touched for support, and then we've broken down. So maybe go retest that area, make it act like resistance. And I think we're good here. Down, up, down. So this area is also for our breaker kind of. I will see how that goes. 1 hour fair value gap. This down candle here. There should be an area of interest right here. We'll see if we get there. Take out some buys, and then all right. So on the 30-minute, do have a breaker here that's been used so nicely. Gray 15. I don't like trading the first 15-minute candle, I'm not gonna lie, but we do have an up down, taking liquidity, going deeper into this fair value gap with an inverted one right there. If you want, we can mark it. I don't see the need though, it's just too many departed 30. So that's where we touched. Short up. There's 6 to 630 candle confirmed. Look at that retest, and now we're shooting up. Nice. That would have been a quick 1:2. We'll be taking these trades soon when I have an account that I don't care about the drawdown. 1:2 in out. Don't even have to go any further anyway. So we've reached the previous day EQ. 15 minutes. We can adjust this to the 15-minute. With a 15-minute fair value gap right there, and the breakout. We are done with our analysis, y'all. I like those 15-minute ones. So we do have some sort of a sell side. I do like when we have swing low to swing low. That's not a swing, but still. If we go to like a 5-minute time frame, then I will probably no swing. Anyway, looks like sell side to me. We have a gap right here, untouched, which I feel like might be something price would want to come and mess around with as a target if we ever come down here. $15, and I think we're good. So I think this is sell side right here. Sell side. And I don't need to mark that because we do have this pool here. Okie doke, I think we're good. So let's go see if there's anything on the 1 minute. If we are late to the party or whatever. Or whatever. That's the term I need to stop using. Nothing so far. Am I willing to take this trade? I think so. Let me see what we're looking at. We have this huge volatility is kind of high, I think. This usually will go to 100 points. But now look at this, we're getting 161, whatever. Now, do I want to take this trade? I think so. We're bouncing off what? This zone right here. What would that risk look like? It looks expensive again. What do we do now? Actually, it's not bad. 213 is good. Oh no, limit $300. Oh yeah. 365. So if I take a loss, I'm going back to 51,300. If I win, we're talking $700, 720. Tricky. Okay, what's going on here? So where's the entry? Limit. DP. We've just taken all of this liquidity. Let's pull up the daily candle here. Where is it? Daily. Is this thing gonna flip? What did CPI do? CPI at 5:30 my time. Didn't do much. 100 points. That was enough to pass an eval that allows news trading, and 1 day to pass 180. I'm gonna go and simulate it. All right, so we just touched our 50. Across above the trend line should be an entry, and the risk is gonna be like 300 something, but I have to take it. We are at that previous day EQ level, a point where we can see price reverse. The daily is not yet flipped, so this was once bearish. This is a fair value gap here, so could be enough for support. So I have to take that trade, and my heart is pumping. That's because the risk involved here is quite a bit, but I have to take that trade. We get smoked. We get smoked. By 15. Good thing is if we win, it's a good win. 700, maybe 600, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in. All right. That is, oh, I'm not recording. I don't know why I always forget to hit record. So that is today's trade. We're looking at 600 profit plus. If we get it, if we lose, we're going back to 51,300. But let's see how this goes, y'all. So we have a chance to get back to 52,000. Now when we get here, it's gonna be a problem, but we have to hold to 1:2, y'all. But we'll see. My 1:2 is right there. Looking at 320 points is what we're asking for. We did have CPI today, so probably maybe it's gonna keep, pushing up. I usually call it the news momentum, the after news momentum, where it chooses a side and just plows through each and every resistance that comes its way. So this is at exactly 1:2. Let me bring it down a little bit. And of course a fair value gap every time I enter. Let's see if that will hold. Once I enter, I don't need the EMAs anymore, but let's just have them there. How much are we risking? I don't like this, man. Why is this docked? Undock. Come on. $320 is the risk, and looking at 640 as the reward. I don't like taking trades more than 250, but Poloko in the building. What's going on? I'm in a very, I don't know what to say, trade. I don't want to see trades on this side. Positions and orders. Thank you. And these two doesn't have to show on the side as well. Visibility, current interval only. If I lose this, I'm going to 51,300. If I win, we're going to 52,200. I know I took this trade because of the one I missed yesterday. Let's just say it was too expensive. Probably would have finished today. 900 plus 600. I would only have required 500 to finish that challenge if I took yesterday's trade, but I just thought at the moment that it was expensive. So this is right here is what I would call an A+ setup. Not really. Wishing the daily would be green, then yes, I would call it an A+. Or not. Maybe the A+ is where it touches the, but it's okay. The 1 hour was bullish when other time frames were bearish. I said I was going to backtest your system yesterday, but I just didn't get no time. I'll try to do it today. Again, if I remember, you told me the daily has to be bullish. I mean, the bias overall is bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour bullish, 1 hour bullish, and then wait for the 9:30 a sweep. Then after the sweep, 5-minute order block. That's your entry trigger. Go down to the 1 minute, touch the order block, boom, buy. Stop loss below the 5-minute order block. Then 1:2. Yo, I like when I enter a trade and it just fires up, man. So, oh, we might have some good stuff here, which let me not be too happy. But this is like a good indication. This formed a low and a higher low. Okay, I just changed the color to purple. And then Mr. NQ here formed a low and a lower low. So kind of like an SMT right there. This one came into that fair value gap, this one did not. And we've seen prices in the past where we see this happening, kind of move towards that side. Does it have to? No, but it's likely to. So that's a good good indication right there. All right, let's go to the 1 minute. I'm just curious to see if ES kind of has the same thing, kind of has the same setup. No, ES didn't quite touch the 50. Okay. So things looking good so far. Now the only issue I think we might have is when we get to this 4 hour. If I had like more than 2 contracts, I would maybe close a half here and then see, but you know, it being maybe the news day, I'm thinking the news momentum might push through for me to get my 1:2. Oh, and I'm out. I'll be out. So Prof was talking about maybe hitting a high strike rate when your TP is right here. I don't know about that though. 1:1 with this system, I don't think you're going to survive. But then he said that if it makes sense. So probably the entry will be on the fair value gap right there, and then 1:1. Yeah. I need this setup to work. I don't like being in such situations, man. I like to enter and be carefree of whatever happens. But my brain is saying the $300 is a lot. Jordan is only 1,600. So that's why I'm not comfortable with such a huge stop. But sometimes you just have to let it go. Vicky, let it go. All right, let me make sure that is the exact 25, 29, 62. .25 is the exact entry. 1.97 or 1.2 will be a little bit higher, but my TP will stay at that 1.97. That's okay. I'll be fine with this. Uh, 7 points. That's okay. So the daily is flipping back to green. I like that. But what will happen here? It's flipping back to green. I wonder, what is there like a good daily target up here? So my TP is way before. This is not previous day week Q. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Previous day week Q, yes. And my whatever is way before there, so I like that. This is gonna be a problem too, I think. Need new batteries. This is the previous day open, which is way up there. Yeah, me like that too. Previous day open. Oh, the previous day candle, the open is right here. Okay, so I'm just looking for reasons why that might be a good place to get out at 1.3, but we will hold to here. Maybe we will get here break even. Yo, wrong direction, man. It's the other way. Salome in the building. Did you get a trade, if I may ask? Salome is ORB. Let me see if this is anything. Oh yeah, money. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5-minute time frame. I want to check out that ORB. This is the 630 to 635 candle. Something like this. And you go down to the 1 minute. You wait for a breakout. Yo, I need new batteries. Ooh, this is good. So breakout, retest, then a bullish candle. Okay, you on that trade? Nice. I hope it works. Then your stop loss kind of somewhere down in here, somewhere. Going for 1:2. It looks scary though. But I will hold at least to that 4-hour fair value gap at least. But things not looking good so far. But retracement are the price for holding. This is not good, yo. Not good. Right, back to that 1 minute. Why should we retrace? We just got in, man. This is supposed to be 120 points. Should be up here by now. Salome is in on that up trade. Where is your stop loss? Where is that stop loss? All right, 2 rejections here. Rejections. 1, 2. But let's see if we can just plow through, man. Here's the 1 hour candle. Where did we open? Somewhere here. Took that low. Rejection at the previous day EQ level. The other logical area would be the previous day high. Yesterday we had like this sharp drop. A good part of it was shaved. Hey, shaven, whatever. Open. We went down. Now we are at the right about the day's open price, which for being bored, I'm going to mark just to see what that daily is doing. Trying to flip it. I don't know if I'm marked. So this is a daily open, which will be today, and that's pretty much where we are at. Nice place to buy if you think it's gonna keep going up. So you want to buy below or at the open price, but if these guys want to keep it whatever, I think this could be real nice or also not nice. Okay, no more markings. And I think we have like a gap here from the yesterday's close to today's open. Okay, now this is the next thing I need to, improve on. Not that it's a bad thing, but when I'm in a trade, I will just keep drawing and drawing. This is a 15-minute situation here. I think it's already marked. So we're trying to see if it will get there. This is ES. I didn't check the high time frame, see if it has a similar thing. Whatever, man. I'm in the trade. We'll just submit now. Submit. All right, triangle here. If I draw it to look something like this. So price been squeezed, and I hope it chooses the other side. I think it's more clear if I have the trend lines just instead of the triangle. I'll have that in black. and another one here. This could also be triggers for re-entries later when drawdown is not a problem. So when I see that squeeze and then it pops out my direction, boom, that could be a re-entry. Now you have to choose the right side, and it's not down, the right side is upwards, so choose wisely. Daily open right about there. Daily open price, that's where we are at. I think this thing will just, anyway, I don't know. Salome 3907. I'm curious to know, where's your target, where's your stop loss? Poloko, did you take a trade yesterday? I didn't see you yesterday. Did you take part in that drop 1,000+ points on NQ? I couldn't get in. Finally got a trade, but I was like risking 450 is too much. That's the best I could do with 1 micro, with where I wanted the stop loss plus the entry. If I took it out of, I would have made 900. Probably this is why I'm taking this today, because I don't want to miss. Even though every trade should be treated differently. If I had 2 micros, I'll probably, close one here. And then maybe increase the stop loss, the TP to kind of gain. But to kind of gain back what, 1:2, 2 micros would have done up here. I don't know how much it will be in here. Actually, let me do a little bit more of this. Let's see how much it will be. We're looking at 443. Is actually, it's good to just close there and just call it a day. 400 is good, but will I close, or will I wait for $200 more? What will you do, sir? What will you do? Assuming we even get there. 320. Not bad. Again, we had CPI today, so probably we might get that behavior where it chooses a side and just sticks with that side. So now, why come back, bro? Or we just submit? The reason why I'm, worried about this is last week, or what was it? We had a 4-hour fair value gap that we hit 1, 2, 3 times and I didn't come out, and it reversed. I think it was a bullish one, and I was going, I was selling, hit it once, twice. I had 3 times to take TP, but you know, I was submitted to the 1:2 thing. So this is too much. 1:2 is right here, bro. And I think there's a way we can do visual order, send to back. Oh, look at that. Visual order, send, bring to front. So the price is behind the drawing, so it's not so clear, especially when you're watching on a big screen. But if we do send to back, oh, look at that. Much clearer, much clearer. Again, that pop up right there will be a re-entry. That fair value gap, the test, just the entry in the fair value gap, another re-entry. But you know, when we're not worried about drawdown, I can do all those shenanigans. I can do all those Bruce Lee stuff. Puchau. What's that about? My bad. That was inappropriate. I remember when I didn't know that, you know, some things current interval only. Being in a different environment, some things you do that you don't know could be offensive to others. For example, when I was in Kenya, we used to like do all this like, you know, because of watching Chinese karate movies and stuff like that. But when you come here, you can't really do that stuff. It will be the same thing as someone from another race, you know, acting like a monkey. That would offend you. You think, you know what I'm saying? But some of the things you learn when you go to different cultures, which I don't think it was a big deal actually if someone did stuff like that. Apparently it is offensive. Apparently it is offensive if someone from another race does that. Perception, bro. Just go up. Look at that 15-minute, man. Ish. Brother. Let me make some money, man. Let me make some money. Some moolah. Three people watching. I believe this Salome and Poloko. Poloko asked, did you take a trade yesterday? And then Salome, are you out? Yeah. Are you still holding to at least that 4-hour zone right there? Which has a 15-minute situation. So that will be the same as NQ, which will be good to gauge, you know, what both of them are doing. So I will add the 15-minute fair value gap. Where? Somewhere here. I'm just gonna have those 2 levels. Why not? And make sure they're behind. Okay. So your system didn't give you a trade yesterday, or were you not even looking at the charts? Did you yeah. Nice trend line here. Another squeeze kind of. What's the problem, man? Why are we not just flying? What is the issue here? 7:30. Let me pull up the 30-minute candle just to see it's what it's doing. 2889.1. Somewhere here. Yo, what's going on here, man? Not good. Not good. Salome is not out, but will be out if the market keeps. Okay. Bruh, what in the world is going on here? I like this again. Low. Pretty much. And then low, high, low. So one is willing to keep going. One is, or rather, one is hesitant to go lower. Oh, what is this? Probably, maybe. Let me get that timer, which is a little bit too far. If we can close like a weak body week, the next 15-minute candle, test that area and then maybe get a good bounce. But we are 11 minutes away. A daily open, acting as support right there on the 1 minute. Body. Let me find out ES where their daily open is at. Okay, ES is above its daily open. Daily open for ES. Getting hot in here. Let's go. Not really. If I hit TP, it's gonna be 52,200, kind of. So maybe 1 or 2. But if I took yesterday's trade, I'd probably finish today. Because yesterday's trade would have given me 900, but the stop loss was 450 plus. So I was like, "Hish, a good trade, but that is just too much." With only 1 micro, the stop loss was so huge. But you know, yesterday's range was plus 1,000 plus, so it would have been a nice win. So yeah, maybe I'll have 1 or 2 more to go. To finally get it done with this stuff, man. Salome, I hope you didn't come out. I hope this didn't scare you. I think we are likely to get to at least this 4-hour zone here. That would be a nice place to get out if you want to. I think I'm going to hold or just come out. I don't know. I have this on the side a little bit, looking crowded. What do you mean it did? I did, or it did? What did? Right, fair value gap right there. So let's switch to that one. So we've done how many points so far? 189 points. We are in volatility grounds. Volatility at its best. Alright, this is not so good. So ES and Q has taken the previous 50-minute high and Q hasn't. Again, that doesn't mean that I'll get out of the trade, but you know, again, that could be some MCMT behavior. And we could see something like this where it reverses. Then again, doesn't have to. Let's look at what is Dow doing. Dow is way down here. Hey, mini Dow is not doing nothing. Hey, gold. Well, gap right there. Let's see if that holds. Oh. High, low. Not good. And that drop is quite steep. I think we've seen like $300, right? I think so. So trailing accounts will suffer because if this is $300, this is 300. Intra trailing, whatever, that if it comes and takes me out, that would be a 600. That would be 600 being shaved off of your drawdown. And that's the disadvantage of intra trailing, because the gain is being factored in the intra stuff in your drawdown. So very cheap to acquire, but a huge disadvantage. It's getting hot in here. The 1 minute is currently inverted. Can we still plow through, y'all? If I hit TP, I'll have at least 2 maybe left. 400. Maybe get lucky and get in a trade and then trail the stop loss and just let it keep going up. Yesterday would have been a good day to do that. So we're not able to. I don't know why I'm afraid. The thing is, if I wanted to go short, would I go short in such conditions? No, I would not. OTE area can support around there from this low to the high. Again, very watchful of this area, which is gonna be giving us $400. Should I get out? Should I wait for an extra $200? We'll see how it behaves. I hope it just comes and plows through, and I'll book in profits for just go with my stop loss. Place it somewhere there immediately. All right, the 30 minutes was it bullish at any point? So we opened, went down, took a swing low, which is good. Took out a high, retracement to an OTE area. Back to green, looking good so far. I just don't know why ES is whatever. A new 15-minute candle opens in 2 minutes. Let me look what the 30-minute looks like. About the 1 hour. I do have the 1 hour here. I've taken out these highs here. There is a 1 hour gap right here. I think that is quite attractive way to get to that gap, which is way above that 4 hour on ES on NQ, and a breaker right here, 1 hour breaker, down, up. Might be a nice place to get out completely. Right there. Too noisy, so let's do this. I'm looking for 15-minute breaker low. Or now. 1 hour breaker low. So when you get there, consider getting out. I will also mark the high just for the sake of what I think is a break as well. Just to kind of see where the high is at too. So yeah, I think it's fair to hold. It's kind of way up here. All these things are necessary. 1 hour plus 1 hour bullish breaker high. Fair to hold a little bit. Salome, are you still holding? I don't know what you meant by it did. I asked, did you get out? Are you still in? You said it did. Hi. This is not good. Not good at all. If this thing hits the stop loss, well, I'm looking at a 600 drawdown on any intra-trailing accounts I have, which is not good. But it is what it is. I think I have like 8 of them, intra-trailing Apex accounts, intraday. Whatever, man. This is not good, y'all. This is not good at all. Profit of 300, just about to get to 400. Stop loss right there to do its job. Oh, come on. I'm like, something's not making sense. I'm on the wrong time frame. Yeah, look at that. Now we do have a 15-minute bearish order block. Bruh. The 30-minute just flipped. The 1 hour still holding. Inverted fair value gap. Another one has been presented here. Is it gonna get used? Are we going to invert it? This micro thinking, I don't like it. Micro analysis. Analyzing on the go. Anyway, we do have like a low, lower low, low, higher low. So a little bit hopeful. I've been out for a minute now. I can't take that uncertainty for long. All right, good choice. But you still made some money, so that's good. I usually ask, like, why didn't this 15-minute open just do the same thing it did on the downside? Should have done that on the upside, you know? Just hit our TP and then now if you want to drop. Come on. Okie doke. This is not good after seeing such a progress, but I mean, we've still seen, you know, price do the same thing, gets down here and then still goes back. We're gonna see that today, I don't know, but I need to be prepared mentally. If this loses, I'm going back to 51,300. I'm sweating, but oh, it's not showing, but if I feel like I'm sweating, I blame that on the heat in here. And not the, you know, not what's happening. So the last line of defense in this case will be maybe ES to retest that 15-minute fair value gap, and NQ maybe won't have to. But from the look of things, I think we have like a strong bearish motion here. So and then look at the 16, just about to go across the 50. Ooh. Not so good when that happens. But my stop loss just right there to do its job. 320 bucks is what was my risk today, which is good. If it gets taken out, it's okay. I'm still gonna be in the race, you know, but I would have loved many if we hit that TP. That would have been a good boost. See this account go back to 52,000. There's still a high probability for that happening in terms of how much we've gone into drawdown so far. Maybe that's like 25%, maybe a little bit more, maybe 30%. But currently bearish PD arrays are being respected. Inverted fair value gap. Look at this bearish one. We do have another one here that might be inverted. Okay, so this one is inverted. Let's see if they'll use it as support to keep going up. The fair value gap right here has not been used as support. It's been inverted. Again, hopefully that's all they're doing. ES come get support on this 15-minute fair value gap, and Q doesn't have to. Like, and then we just keep plowing, and we'll have a low and a lower low and a low and a higher low, and maybe negate what we have here. That's what I want to see. That is what I would like to see. Low, high, 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 low. I don't like seeing that man in my direction of trading. I do not like seeing that. Maybe in future I'll consider, if I see that, just get out. And because every time I see this man, it's like, you know, I get taken out. But every situation is different, so hopefully today is different. Okay, we are back to respecting bearish PDRs. Man, ES is just dropping, y'all. $17 points. All right, blue just crossed 16, just crossed 50. The blue just crossed the 50 EMA. Not good. Not good. All right, I'm curious to know where the previous day Q for this guy is, just for the sake. Where is it at? Okay, pretty much the same areas in Q. Pretty much somewhere right there. $30 is bearish. 1 hour candle just about to turn red. What are we likely to see? 6 more minutes to the new candle open. I'm curious, what was here that I didn't see? What was there? Why would I want to take profit at that level? I don't see anything. I'm sure there's something. Maybe into the 4 hour fair value gap, maybe. Yeah, I didn't mark it. This is frustrating. Yeah, we're likely to be taken out here, so $300 down. Oh, come on. 30-minute candle, 1 hour candle, bearish. Yeah, getting smoked. And Q just touched the 15 minute, whatever. Can it hold for some reason? Maybe. Style half. So that was the half point of that 15 minute fair value gap. But we're just plowing through it. Ah, smoked. Anyway, I think that was a good trade. Wait. I don't know. Let me just be hopeful. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. The risk was a little bit too much though. $320. And this is kind of what I was, worried about not taking that trade yesterday. 450 for a loss with $1,600 of drawdown is not worth it. It's not bad, but it's risky. All right, guys, I'm out. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. I thought that was a good trade, honestly. But this was just too much, So intra-trailing accounts just lost 600 worth of drawdown. Yup. 600. I'm never getting intra-trailing accounts again. Intraday trail. Never. They're cheap, but I think they belong to scalpers. Get in, get out. Back to 51,300. If this one, I'd be up 52,200. Yeah, man. The script just flipped on me, just like that. Poop. Again, anytime I see this happening, it's kind of, signaling some danger ahead. So maybe in future I'll start getting out once I see that it's a solid thing. That right there was hopeful. Low, high, low, low, lower, low. Says SMT. And this should have been the strongest one to move further. But then it's the one that failed to take out the high when this one did not. $320 for a loss is a lot, man. 323. It is what it is, and that was today's trade, and I will just call it a day. So Salome, that was a good move getting out. Yeah. For me, if I got out and then it went and walked, yeah, I would not forgive myself. So I'd rather just hold. All right, let me take a screenshot of what I have on chat right now. Copy the link. Today is day 85. 6/11. Yesterday was 6/9, my guy. Today 6/10. Q took one contract. Unfortunately, it lost $323. 0.80. 0.4. The stop loss was 162. Made 162 something. The potential of the trade was 189. Our potential is 1.14. What do I want now? Stop loss points was 169, 162. Drawdown, fortunately 100%. We didn't hit TP. And we're good. So this is red. So down 400 for the week. I think we're done with the journaling for now. Oh, maybe the entry time. Entry was 7:02, got out at 7:57. And 57. And what is that? 55 minutes. Two more days for the week. See if we can close the week in profit at least. If not, good profits, at least break even or just some profit. Okie doke. 1:2 was somewhere here. All right, that loss was too huge, man. My drawdown is now 1,300. That's all I have left to work with. So maybe say take a loss tomorrow, it's gonna be 1,000. But we're still in the game. It's still something to play with, to work with. So looking at this volatility, looking at 160 to 200 point stop losses, meaning the risk might be way above 200. So we're looking at 250 to 300, 300 actually plus. That will be 1, 2, 3. That will be just 3, 4 more chances. So I will still take trades if I see them. However, even if the drawdown is too big, the loss. Yeah. All right. Unless there's any more engagements, I'm going to be ending the stream here. It's too early. But I am good. One trade a day, so cannot take a counter trade. I just don't know why. Oh, but then again, this is something I did on the analysis. I chose to go with the inverted 4-hour right there, which is, I still think we should have, touched that point. So it was the last point before this, up move. Then we broke down. And then, I was thinking that area should now also be used as, because we lastly touched it. The thing is, though, we have a big area here, but it's just too big, man. It's too big. And we did kind of get into that 4-hour zone right there. So, but at least it should have come to the half, So looking at this, maybe on the 1 minute, that was just too early to come out. There's no way I would have come out at the touch of that, whatever. So yeah, even if I divide this by 4, it still won't get to a quarter. Let me see. If I have that in quads, The quarter point will be right here. Still, I would not have come out, and that would be at least a 1 hour breaker low. So I say it was a good trade. I did everything I could do, it just didn't work out. But honestly, I feel like we should have touched that point. We should have. All right, Salome, I do think you got out when you're in profit, so congratulations on your win right there. Paloco sat out today. Conditions are not right for his strategy. For me, I think everything lined up, so I did get in on that trade. In terms of points, I did see 100 plus points, 185 points. In terms of targets, 1.14. I was asking for a little bit more. But price decided otherwise. No, so I'll have to put those in the journals because I've seen this a couple of times where this happens and then the trade just reverses. So probably maybe when I see that, maybe break even. But yeah, we'll have to just test that. Otherwise, I think this thing is just gonna keep dropping now. Maybe also consider if, you know, the 16 MA crosses below the 50, just, you know, kind of get out and maybe wait for a realignment and then see if you can get back in. Otherwise, when that happens, we're either gonna be in, it gets in consolidating conditions or, you know, a reversal. But anyway, every trade is different. All right, if there's no more engagements, I'm gonna end the stream here. Get my head out of this loss. Yeah, the 300 was quite a bit, but we've done 300 losses before anyway. 317, but this one I took 2 trades. What's the biggest loss I've taken? 323, 250. So today might be the big, oh yeah, we do have a 325 here. With a 29 point stop loss. What happened on this day? Oh, immediately taken out. Oh, there's a 403 stop loss here. Oh, we've had worse days. Oh, I took 2 trades on this day. Mm, 300 loss, 320. What happened on this day? Slippage. This is where I got filled instead of here, so past the 300 mark. And then today was just something. All right, to the closing scripture right there. I'm just gonna end it here. Jude 1:25. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forever. Amen. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forever. Amen. So I'll be back again tomorrow in the morning. I'm not gonna take another trade. That was a big loss enough for the day. I hope the conditions will be better. But if I still see another trade, even if it's expensive, I will take it. I will take it and we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, Paloko, Salome again, I'm out and I'll see you on the next one. Do have a good day, do have a good night wherever you're watching from, and the peace of God be with you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Marina Capital. Peace.